Hey everybody, I am on for the midweek message reveal, January 18th, 23. All right, let's do this. So the energy this week, it's almost as if 2023 is starting now. So there's so much stuff that's going from retrograde to a direct position, meaning that the planets appeared to be going backwards and now they're going back on track. Today we have Mercury coming from retrograde going direct. And that's going to take a little bit of time though. So it's still going to be a little bit sticky. So there's going to be some back and forth as far as progressive forward movement, but the car is moving forward. We're no longer reversing here. We're kind of pushing ourselves into a place where communication will be a bit cleaner, clearer, more clarity. So the things that we were chewing on and trying to figure out now will be able to be put in motion. So if you're feeling that urge and feeling like, oh, wait a minute, I think I have my ducks in a row. Take them outside, get them ducks some bread. Okay, so we also have the sun that's moving into Aquarius. So Aquarius season is on tap on Friday. Beautiful air sign that wants to learn, think, pick apart, and understand all of the things, and then break it down and make it its own amazing structure. And Aquarius is a sign of the people. They are the water bearers that want to give energy forward. And that forward energy will help with this overall planets moving direct that we have happening throughout the weekend. We have a beautiful new moon in Aquarius on Saturday. Great time to set intentions for the things that you want to continue and bring into your experience, especially with the water bearer energy that wants to feed, and give to the collective. And then we have Uranus going direct that was in retrograde, and that's on Sunday. So lots of movement forward. So this is a good time between now and the end of the week to get yourself into a place where you're kind of, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, checking on all of the stuff that needs to get cleaned up. So, maybe there's some stuff that needed to get cleaned out in the closet. Maybe there's, passwords and stuff you need to do with, your emails and stuff that needs to get returned from Christmas or whatever. There are things that need to get done. Just get it done. Get it done at this time is a really good window for it. And especially with the energy of the new moon, which is going to be forwarding that motion forward of the things that you want, you're going to be organized moving into that space. So that's my advice there. Okay, so this week I chose to do self-care cards. I feel like everyone just kind of needs a connection back to the self. And what was cool is that there were kind of affirmations that kind of came about with this. So I'm just going to jump right in. All right, so one. If you chose one, your card is Beauty Ritual. Okay. I'm getting a lot here about the actual body and your perception of your body itself, okay? So take a moment and kind of just, if everybody in one, just kind of close your eyes for a second and do like a little bit of a body scan, okay? When's the last time you checked in with yourself and kind of said, hey, how you doing? This is something that needs to happen soon. The affirmation that came up is that my body is beautiful. And beautiful is a term that, people have different opinions about what's beautiful. But if it's difficult for you, and I feel like some people in one, it may be difficult to say to yourself that you are beautiful or to really feel it. You can say it, but you don't really embody it. This is a beautiful time for you to do something for yourself that will make you feel that sense of rejuvenation and that sense of care and beauty. It could be getting a haircut. It could be painting your nails if that's something you like to do. It could be a good eyebrow tweeze. It could be, a nice hot shower, bubble bath, something that's a little bit more nurturing and purposeful. That's a gift from you to your body, because your body is the number one entity on your side that wants you to live its best life, right? So take some time to kind of listen to the body too, because I feel that there's something happening with one where there isn't so much, there isn't clarity. There's a lot happening in the head, inability to kind of ground down into the body, and taking the time to kind of say, hey, I want to connect with you and I want to hear and I want to see and I want to feel the things that you're feeling, body. Can you tell me, can you give me some information? So if maybe you've neglected a little bit, and that's okay. We've been busy and it's, the beginnings of New Year's and stuff after holidays is difficult to kind of get back into the swing of things. But I would recommend utilizing the new moon in order to make that connection happen. So do something for yourself that you wouldn't normally do on a day-to-day basis that makes it a little bit different. And if you feel like you like it, make it into a ritual to where you do it once a month, once a week, once a day, however often it feels good to you. You know yourself best. And that's the other part. You know yourself best. So allow yourself to tap into that inner knowing and that inner knowledge that is stored within the body, because you are divine. All right, moving on to 2. 2, connect with your womb. Okay. Now, while this is saying connect with your womb, and not everyone has a womb, that doesn't mean that if you are not a womb-bearing person, that doesn't mean that this doesn't apply to you, because there is a concept of the cosmic womb. And we also have divine feminine and masculine counterparts within ourselves. So we aren't just one thing, we're both. So the womb is in the sacral chakra, which is, above the root and below the solar plexus, so below the navel, right in the womb space. So this is where we do a lot of creativity and creating. 2, there's a lot of stuff that you want to do. There's some things that you've been really interested in. There's some it's almost like a hobby or something that you're looking to do again. Maybe you haven't really had a lot of time to kind of express yourself. And this is kind of sticking a little bit, and it's kind of, maybe you're having some deja vu, or even memories or things are coming up about a time when you used to do something and another stage of you, maybe when you were 15 or 25 or 35 or whoever old you are, when there was something that you used to love to do. You've been thinking about it again, or maybe you've seen someone else doing the thing and you're like, man, I remember I used to do that, or I always wanted to try this. This is an opportunity for you to connect to those versions of yourself and kind of bring us all together, because all there is now, and everything is happening right now. There is no past or future. It is all in the present. And that's a little mind-blowing. So I know that might be a little much, but the affirmation that came through for me was, I love all the versions of myself, because all of the versions of you have made who you are right now. And take some time to honor that, because you wouldn't be exactly who you are, no matter how you feel about yourself, without all the other pieces of you in the past and all of the versions of you in the future. When you're wanting to connect to yourself and connect to your creativity, you can ask for all of the previous versions of yourself and the future versions of yourself to come together into this present moment and bless you with some awesome downloads and some great ideas, some creative things that are going to get things moving. And this is great with the new moon and with Aquarius season, because that energy wants to get in there, wants to figure stuff out, and then wants to pop it wide open and make it into something cooler and something less structured and more beneficial to a greater whole. So tap into that energy. And I do feel too that there may be some stomach issues and some lower body issues that may be happening too with 2. Just know that this is something that you can also work like with 1, where you can talk to your body a little bit and ask what's going on and how can we clear this. Bring that forward with the energy of the new moon on this weekend. All right, moving to 3. Group 3. Come on, camera. Your card is aromatherapy. Beautiful. Can you smell it? I wish there was smell-o-vision. It would be so wonderful. So the affirmation that came through is that my senses connect me to my divinity, and not just in a smelling sense, but it is one of our strongest senses. You smell something, a cigar, a perfume, some sort of food. It could even be something that doesn't smell great, and it will take you into a different area of yourself. It will take you back to a memory. It'll connect you to a person. It will connect you to an emotion. And this is something that you can really work on 3 in order to bring yourself into a state of grounding, because I feel that there's some issues grounding into the body and feeling a sense of calm. There's been a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of go, go, go. We need to do this. We got to do this. I got to figure this stuff out. Maybe affecting sleep. If you tap into some aromatherapy, and that doesn't mean you need to go out and buy a shit ton of really expensive essential oils. You don't have to do that. You can go to Target, walk down the candle aisle, and just start smelling candles. It could be as simple as that. It could be walking and, looking in a flower shop and having a couple sniffs. Bakeries. Oh, there's all kinds of good smells everywhere. Whatever draws you to a place where you feel comforted, I say go in there and have yourself a sensory experience. Now, if the aromatherapy aspect isn't pinging for you, it may be more tactile. It may be something that needs to be more sensory in a hearing sense even. So if there's music that can connect you to a place, if any of this is pinging, because I feel like there's information that's coming through in several ways for different people in this group, follow it. And with anything I say, take what resonates and leave the rest. Everyone has a different interpretation of things, and I'm merely just the conduit through which I'm speaking from you to you. All right. If you are looking at aromatherapy, though, I was getting a lot in the herbal and woodsy kind of vibes. So your cypresses, your pine, sandalwood, patchouli, things like that, even cinnamon would be essences or scents that you might want to delve into a little bit to kind of keep you in a space where you feel opened but grounded at the same time. So 3, it's going to be okay. And just know that you have this extra sensory ability right now. So that's why this card came up for you. So I hope that everyone enjoyed the messages this week. Please feel free to contact me if you would like to schedule a reading. Check my link. Would love to hear how this... Oh, I did it backwards. Would love to hear how you thought these things went. Would love to hear your feedback. So please leave that below, and hope you have a fantastic week. Don't forget to use the new moon. It's a wonderful lunar beginning for us to start the beginning of 2023 off on the right foot. Okay, I'll check y'all later. Peace.